Hi again, my name is Rebel and I'm the Rebel Reseller, and today I'm going to be doing my what sold video for last week, Monday through Thursday, which is July 17th through the 20th. Kind of came down into a little bit of a low. I had one good day and then the other three were just below average, but my sales have just continued to be at least consistent, and I can't ask for much more than that. The last 2 days have kind of been going back up, so I'm hoping I'm back in the upward trend, but it's just all part of the eBay game. You know, you're going to have your good days, you're going to have your bad days, and you're going to have your really bad days, and you just got to keep working, keep doing your thing. If you're new to my channel, I've been selling on eBay for 24 years. We've been doing this YouTube channel for a little over 2 years. Just Robert convinced me to do it, and I've really enjoyed it, and I love sharing the treasures that we find, especially the plush and the vintage plush, which is kind of like my thing. But we do sell a lot of everything. Clothes was our newest addition, I guess you would say. It's probably been about 2.5 years. You can see these are Robert's piles, waiting for him to take pictures or something. But yeah. We're a team. We've been doing eBay full-time for at least 10 years. We both quit our day jobs. I've been doing it on and off for the 24 years full-time, but right after we got married, we decided to homeschool our kids and do eBay full-time together. It is our primary income, so, you know, got to work hard and we got to, you know, stay busy with it. You guys are going to be seeing this video on Friday, which we will be in the heat at the 100 Mile Yard Sale in Virginia. So I'm looking forward to it. We're going to be with our friends, Tin Pickers, Tim and Jerry. And, you know, they moved away recently, and we're taking this opportunity just to spend the day together and do a little YouTubing and do some sourcing. All right, let's get to my solds. All right, I had just this single sale on Mercari. My other platforms aren't doing that great. Not for as many listings as I have there, but I have been spending this week every day cross-listing at least 5 to Mercari and 5 to Poshmark. And I'm not seeing an upward trend yet, but I keep hoping. But this was my first bundle sale where Mercari actually bundled it for me. This person bought this, what is her name? Right here, Disney Descendants doll and the Fisher-Price Loving Family chair and ottoman, paid $16 for it. Also, if you're new to my channel, I don't do free shipping on eBay, so when I tell you something sold for a set amount, I do also charge additional for shipping. All right, on Poshmark, I only had 2 sales. It was these Wrangler men's jeans for $21 and Merrill women's black clogs sold for $25. On Poshmark, I tried to cross-list all of my clothes and all of my shoes, and then I do some toys and hard goods and stuff like that. But Poshmark is the only one that I do put my clothes on. Can't get that out. All right, eBay. J. Jill women's long sleeve shirt sold for $16. White rabbit plush hand puppet. It was from the Early World Learning, was the manufacturer. Definitely was vintage. Sold for $15. I've been taking all reasonable offers, and I think that's my saving grace right now. When sales are a little bit down, it's staying acceptable levels for me because I am being very aggressive with some of my older listings, trying to get them moved. Last and final backpack. We bought a ton of backpacks the opening weekend to a Finders Keepers in our area. It's like one of those pallet resale type stores. I think we bought like 3 or 4 grocery carts full of all kinds of stuff. It was $1 a day, so we paid $1 for everything we purchased that day. Tons of backpacks, binders, puzzles, just a lot. 200 and some items. This is the last backpack though. This is Super Mario, sold for $8.83. Cloud Island Gray Elephant Lovey. I picked up 2 of these recently at a yard sale, and I've already sold both of them. The second one sold for $9.86. Squishmallows Bella Spider 12-inch plush. This was one of the lots. Robert posted a picture in my Facebook group of a box of Squishmallows that I made a deal with at a yard sale. I've got a love-hate thing with them. I buy them, but they are slow moving. And like these 12-inch or the 16-inch ones, they take up a whole lot of space. I keep telling myself, no more, no more, no more. And then I buy a whole box of them. I paid $50. I want to say there were 13 of them. This, I think, might be the first one that sold, and it sold for $15. Fisher-Price Little People. Let me tell you, I'm doing my inventory right now. I told you guys a couple of weeks ago, I accidentally deleted 100 listings. If you are good about being efficient, if you go into your completeds right after you make an error like that, there will be, the listings that you lost will be in your completeds. I got tired. We were having a storm and I thought I could take care of it the next morning and I lost them all. So I'm doing an inventory, but I am finding I've probably done about 2,000 items so far. But I inventoried my Little People, and there's going to be other examples in here that all of a sudden I went in and, I changed the custom SKU because I'm putting an inventory number on everything that I'm inventorying. It's going to help Robert when he goes to help me pull and pack, that he doesn't have to decide in a basket that has 5 pink rabbit loveys which one is the one that sold. It's going to have an individual number on it. So I'm taking the time while we're doing the inventory to do this, but I'm finding that a lot of the totes that I'm just changing the custom SKU, which is updating the listing, they're selling. They're selling. I don't know if that's coincidence, but I think anytime you're active in your listings, making some type of improvement, you get the green light. But this is Fisher-Price Little People Kobe and Mia. On the bottoms of Little People, a lot of these newer contemporary ones, there'll be a code like you see in my listing there. You can go into Google and type in Fisher-Price and that number, and usually it will tell you what set it went to, the character's name, any of that, and that's what I did. I know some of the older ones, but I don't know a lot of these newer names. These 2 sold for $8.50. This is Fisher-Price Little People Zoo. Funny thing is I bought this a year ago at the Highway 127 sale. Again, it's a tote that I just finished inventorying, and I sold several things from it. This, the gazebo to the zoo, sold for $8.02. Patagonia Island hemp baggy shorts. This was in that lot of clothes that I picked up. I spent $150 on a bunch of clothes. I almost saved these for myself, and I considered going back and ending it after the fact, and then it sold very quickly. That's all right. I don't need another pair of shorts. These sold for $20. Lego minifigure. I was sending out $10 offer, $10 offer. Probably at least 5 times I've sent out a $10 offer on this, and then it sold for the sale price, $12.07. It is this Ultron Prime Avengers superhero figure. This was from the Highway 127 sale also. It is Oscar in his little trash can. It goes to the Little People Sesame Street set, $11.26. We went to a yard sale last year, and I think they had ran some type of business where it was a lot of decor, like holiday decor. I bought a huge, like a tote full of just tablecloths in their packaging, but some of them had been used. Paid $5 for the entire tote. I've sold several out of there already. This particular one sold for $9. I have no clue where I got this from. I don't ever remember this. Don't remember, but it's an FAO Schwartz marble matte with a Klutz book. Sold for $24.22. Hasbro Cabbage Kids doll from 1991. Sold for $20. The mama sent me a message saying that she accidentally lost her child's favorite doll, which is this, and this one was similar, and she was hoping that it would work as a replacement. But yeah, Cabbage Patch doesn't normally sell for me, but when I get them, I'm going to still list them. Some of them are going to be bread and butter, though. This one was a little bit more. Hug Fun. I like that brand. This one is from 1999. It's a 15-inch green frog. Sold for $28.27. Ziggy. I bought a crate of these like Hallmark centerpieces. Some of them were Ziggy. Some of them were just non-character type ones. And several were another character. I want to say I paid a quarter or 10 cents each, something like that. But they've been slow moving, very slow moving. This one, though, sold for $10.45. This is Gans, almost said Gons. Cuddle Bear Plush from 1996, sold for $10.45. Animal Adventure from 2005, Brown Bear, sold for $10.45. Carter's Just 1 Year, My First Doll, sold for $8.02. A lot of these are my old listings. Peeps Just Born Yellow Chick Plush from 2015, sold for $8.02. Mary Meyer Green Frog, kind of has Jellycat vibes to me, but just very cute, very, very soft. Sold for $22.41. Carter's Child of Mine Lovey Elephant, sold for $10.45. Whole lot of bread and butter. Jellycat Unicorn Ballerina Plush, $8.96. Applause Tan Little Dog, very cute. I like Applause Dakin. Some of those are my favorites. Eden, Fisher Price, of course. This was very little, 4-inch, sold for $11. This shirt was numbered number 15, so it was the 15th clothing item that we had ever listed. So probably 2.5 years ago, finally sold. I will not be buying these men's button-up shirts unless it's something very unique, very cool brand. But yeah, you learn. But it eventually sold, right? $9.46. Now, this was from a estate sale that I went to on the last day. All of the dolls were $2 each. The plush were $1. But we were getting ready to leave, and one of the people that runs it knows I buy a lot of plush and dolls and stuff. There were quite a few Madame Alexanders, these little ones, in their boxes. She said if I would take them, I could have them all for like, I want to say $20. So I went ahead and took them. I'm not a big doll person, but $20, I don't even think that was definitely not the $2. Probably a little over $1 each. This might be the first one that has sold, though. It was a Scotland from one of the World Series sets, $13.45. Walmart. My dad calls it that. Anybody else have parents who call Walmart? This is a gray frosted rabbit plush, $16.12. This I picked up from that church sale. I actually picked up 3 of these. They are replacement purple phones for a kitchen. This one, I think this might have been the last one. Sold for $11.66. Y'all, this wasn't listed but a couple of hours. And I went high, but I knew it had lots of problems. It had tears, it had discolored spots, but it was by Fox Racing. And all the comps, I saw others that were similar, that had done very, very well. But when I got a $34 offer on a very used jacket, Robert said, take it. So $34 for this jacket. Manhattan Toys. I love that brand. It just does not get respect. This is a cute little rabbit. Sold for $13.45. This was another one of those things. I had just inventoried it like the day before, and they sold. These are just string light covers for the lights. I usually don't sell the light strands. I just take all of the covers off and sell them. Then people can go get their own brand new light strands, and I don't have to worry about bulbs that don't work or any of that, things that get broken. Sold for $9. Another really old listing. Now this we picked up from T&N Pickers. When they were moving, they went ahead and got rid of a lot of their inventory. They wanted to not have to transfer everything to their new location. So I went and did a lot of shopping. Listed this, it sold very quickly for me. It is an Empire Halloween trick-or-treat bucket with a light in the hat. It did have a corroded battery in it, but it still worked. I showed that in the listing. Sold very quickly, $39.95. Rubaboo giraffe plush. Sold for $8.02. It is another one of those that's listed a very long time. Now this also was from the Highway 127 sale last year. I bought a huge box of vintage Little People. I've got some of the buildings still up here. Like the castle is still up here. I'm going to keep the buildings, but I sold a lot of the accessories. There ended up being 3 Big Birds in there. This is the first one that sold for $8.02. Little People again, just inventoried them. This is the Woodsman to one of the castle sets, sold for $6.44. This was a part of a lot that had like some vintage horses and stuff. I had bought the bag of stuff for something else that was in it that I had already pulled out, and then I just lotted up all the extra stuff. Well, Maddie is one of my followers on YouTube, but she's also in my Facebook group. She sent me a message on eBay telling me that she thought that this was Mark's. So I went ahead and took the listing down, and sure enough, used Google Lens. It is from one of the Mark's like Fort sets, and so I listed it by itself. I'll have Robert put her store down in the description, y'all. She knows her vintage stuff. She really does. I think recently she picked up a whole bunch of little kittles, so definitely go check her store out. But she sells tons of Marks. She knows her stuff. So thank you very much, Maddie. This is Gund Barkley 7-inch dog plush, sold for $10.45. I didn't have any high dollar sales this time, just a whole lot of bread and butter. Garanimals. This is a zebra plush. Been listed for a very, very long time. But I just did my inventory on that basket. $8.91. I don't know why I don't have an offer in that. I have offers on everything. I better go look. Zyrtec Monkey Gorilla Plush. This is from that high bid estate sale I won over 2 years ago. Tons of advertising plush. This is one of the ones that I had no issues listing on eBay. The one that I couldn't use the drug name was Zithromax. That's been the only one so far. This sold for $14. Bras. Picked these up, I want to say at an estate sale. I think they were $1 each. Just kind of wanted to check into it. Not something I normally pick up. These were very large size. I've sold a couple now. This is, I think this is the second one. This sold for $15. It is a Vanity Fair 44 double D. Fisher-Price Little Mommy doll accessories. Y'all, I talk about the Baby Alive doll stuff a lot, but also this is another one to be looking for. There's tons of these, you know, bottles and food and diaper care stuff. Anytime I see them, I grab them and then I start making lots from them. These three sold for $16.16. I almost didn't list this. It was in my pile of kind of like one touch times 10 that kept getting set aside. It just had some fading, but I just went ahead and listed it, and y'all, I think it sold within a couple of days. This is Dakin Dream Pets. It's a little red dog holding the stocking with a present in it. $11.66. Canesco Chase. Not quite sure what that is, but it was a large 20-inch rabbit, sold for $15.31. Now this, it worked halfway. When I tested it, it was making the kitty sounds, but the purring, the arms are supposed to move, like it's caressing, you know how cats do, but the arms weren't working. It's from 1994. There's several of these in this series in different colors. If you see them, they're by Tyco. They're called Playtime Kitties. Definitely, if you have batteries, check them to see if they're working. But even this one only partially working, sold for $24.95. More Little People. Y'all, I never sell this many in a week's time frame. This is the farm animals, turkey and a chicken, $12.07. Ugly Doll. I pick up a lot of them when I find them, but most of them are bread and butter. This is a 12-inch one called OX. See his eyes? OX. $15.25. And last, Bluey. I don't think Bluey was listed, but a couple of hours also. The manufacturer is Moose Toys. From 2018, he sold for $10 very quickly. All right. Decent sales. I'm not going to complain. But now I got to get to work. We just made a video yesterday. I've got tons of stuff to go ahead and get processed. Plus, by the time you see this is Thursday. And then we're going to be on the road at like 6 o'clock in the morning tomorrow to go to the 100-mile yard sale. So, got a lot to do. All right, y'all. Get to work.